Hey, I promise today's won't take near as long as yesterday's, at least with the video. So we're starting with example 3, and it's asking us to find the equivalent expression by modeling with an array. So on this one, we start out with a rectangle, and the rectangle represents what's in parentheses. And there are two terms inside of that. We have 8x and we have 3. And then the number outside of the parentheses goes on the side. So then when we multiply, think of area of a rectangle of 5 times 8x, 40x, and then 5 times 3, 15. So the equivalent expression is 40x plus 15. Okay, when we go to exercise 2, something very similar here. So you can hear the mower outside. Apparently somebody decided it's time to mow. So I draw my rectangle. It's got two terms inside of the parentheses, x and 1, 2 out here. Then it's like finding area. So the first box is 2 by x, so 2x, and the second box is 2 by 1, which is 2. So the equivalent expression is 2x plus 2, and then it asks us to evaluate that for the given value. So it tells us to use 5 for x. So when I plug that in, 2 times 5 plus 2, 10 plus 2, and that gives me 12. For the next one, draw my rectangle for what's in the parentheses. I have two terms. I have 2c and I have 5, and then 10 on the outside. So then I am solving for the area of each of those rectangles. 10 times 2c is 20c. 10 times 5 is 50. So I have 20c plus 5. And then I'm evaluating that for c equals 1. So 20 times 1 plus 5. So 20 plus 5 is 25. Okay, on to the next page. Okay, here it's asking us to apply the distributive property. If the visual of the boxes helps, please do that. Otherwise, just multiplying through. So I have 3 times 4f, so 12f, minus 3 times 1 is 3. Then it asks me to evaluate when f equals 2. So 12 times 2 minus 3, 24 minus 3 is 21. On the next one, I have 9 times negative 3r, so negative 27r, and then minus 9 times 11, 99. I then plugging in r equals 10. So negative 27 times 10 minus 99, negative 270 minus 99. So that is the same as negative 270 plus a negative 99. And so when we add those two negatives together, negative 369. Going on to example 4. Okay, it says to rewrite the expression 6x plus 15 divided by 3 in standard form using the distributive property. So the distributive property is when you're multiplying something through. So 6x plus 15, and we're going to change division to multiplication because distributive property requires it. So times, and when I change division to multiplication, the number after it changes to its reciprocal. So we are multiplying through by 1/3. So we have 1/3 times 6x plus 1/3 times 15. And so we end up with 2x plus 5 for our answer. On the next one, we have 2b plus 12 in parentheses. We're changing division to multiplication. And so the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. So I have 1/2 times 2b plus 1/2 times 12. And so 1/2 times 2b is b, and 1/2 times 12 is 6. So my answer is b plus 6. Okay, on to the next page. Okay, here's a couple more. We want to make sure we're solid on this scale. So we have 20r minus 8 in parentheses, changing division to multiplication. And when we do that, the reciprocal of 4 is 1/4. So we have 1/4 times 20r minus 1/4 times 8. And so 1/4 times 20r is 5r minus 1/4 times 8 is 2. So 5r minus 2. On the next one, we have 49g minus 7 in parentheses. Change division to multiplication. The reciprocal of 7 is 1/7. So we have 1/7 times 49g minus 1/7 times 7. And when I multiply those through, I end up with 7g minus 1. Example 5 asks us to expand the expression. Okay, so in other words, that means to multiply through. And so I have to multiply 4 times everything that's in there. For those of you who want the visual, I have 3 terms in parentheses, x, y, and z. The 4 on the outside. When I multiply 4 times x, I get 4x. When I multiply 4 times y, 4y. When I multiply 4 times z, 4z. So my equivalent expression here, 4x plus 4y plus 4z. And that is the answer we're looking for. Okay, on the next one, similar. Okay, it says to use an area model. So this one, there are 3 terms inside the parentheses, so 3 boxes. I have x, 2y, and 5z, and I have a 3 outside. So first rectangle, the area, 3 times x, 3x. Second one, area, 3 times 2y, 6y. 3 times 5z, 15z. So the equivalent expression, 3x plus 6y plus 15z. And that is it. All right, go ahead and start on the problem set.